Greetings, I'm Dr. Michael McClure and warmly welcome you to session 2 of my course, exocad from beginner to expert with dental implants. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a practicing wet finger dentist located just outside of Jacksonville, Florida in the United States. My journey with digital dentistry began in 2005 when I started using CEREC. I transitioned to Planmeca's E4D system, which I utilized for over half a decade. However, it was in 2016 that I discovered exocad, which is a truly transformative experience that accelerated my transition of my practice into one that was fully digital. In early 2021, I was awarded the prestigious Level 3 Independent Dental CAD Training Certificate from exocad. There's no better time to start doing digital dentistry than right now. Digital dentistry not only increases treatment efficiency and accuracy, but also ensures predictable results. With digital dentistry, we can achieve more at a reduced cost while delivering superior outcomes for our patients and clients. In session 1, I gave an introduction to the DentalDB, the database, and went over some basic features and indications of that software. And we showed how to create a new job, including how to change material and parameter settings. We then introduced the DentalCAD software. It's the second part of exocad, where I demonstrated some basic and advanced features of the user interface to include hotkeys. And we'll continue to go over that and drive those things home as we go through the different sessions. We went over using the wizard versus expert mode, and we'll certainly go over that more as time goes on. In lesson number 2, which is today, we're going to learn the process to create a proper job description and single unit implant restorations. We'll design a screw retained prosthesis with an angled screw channel. We'll also design a custom abutment and a superstructure in a single design session. And lastly, I'll show you how to make a screw retained crown on a custom abutment instead of a tie base. And that's otherwise known as a screwmentable crown. So let's get started. Looking at the DentalDB, I've already got it open. We're going to go ahead and load a case. Now I'm going to load a case that's a demo case. There's a lot of demo cases that you can load just in this section here. So I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to find a demo case of a custom abutment. Custom abutment sample. We'll click on that and we're going to load this case. Now, when you load a case in this fashion, not where the scans of the arches are already here, all the data is already in that file. We just opened up a case that was previously, the job was previously done. You'll see the models down here. And if you notice, I've got a scan body right here. Now, scan bodies are what we use in the digital world to give us the exact three-dimensional position of the dental implant relative to the scans of the patient, the intraoral scans or the model scans. You'll notice that there's some scan bodies back here for a bridge. We're not going to use that bridge today, and I've actually already deleted it out of the job order. So it doesn't pop up because I just want to do a custom abutment or a screw retained crown on tooth number 8. So I'm going to change some things here in this description. When I click on number 8, you'll notice that it had been previously selected for a coping. I don't want to do a coping. I want to do a monolithic restoration. So I'm going to go ahead and switch that to anatomic crown. On this side, they're asking, is this an implant-based restoration? And it is. So we can do a custom abutment, screw retained crown. We can do a crown on a stock abutment and on the substructure. If we select... When we select something up here, screw retained crown, you'll get this extra window that pops up, and it's asking about the scan body. Is the scan body scanned into or on the arch, or is it a separate scan completely? And in our case, it's a separate scan, so we're going to select that one. It says right here, performed an extra scan with scan body in place. So there's just regular arch scan, and then the scan body scan is separate. If you go down here, this is where you scan the tie base position screw channel manually. This is if you're scanning the tie base. You can also do it that way. It wasn't a choice up here, but I just wanted you to see it was here in the older versions of exocad. This used to be a choice that was included, not on this window because these never used to be here either, but it was a choice when you were deciding if you were going to do implant crown or not, or implant-based restoration or not. So I just wanted to show people that are familiar with it a little bit that it's here now. But I'm going to do it scan body scan separately. I'm not going to mirror. I'm going to say no, I don't want to mirror some anatomy, but I'm going to switch that in the expert mode to show you how to do that. So we'll just select no for now. For adaptation, I want to pull everything down to the margin. I'm not going to do a thimble crown design. We're not going to do virtual gingiva in this process. I'm not going to change any of the parameters right now. And we'll show that again how to do that when you're actually working within the DentalCAD software itself. So I'm just going to go ahead and accept everything here. Click OK. Now this has been changed to an anatomic crown. I didn't mention this yesterday, but I just wanted to show you real quick. If you hold the control button down and click with your left mouse button, it'll change whatever my last thing that I had put in here, last tooth that I designated. However I designated it, it'll change to that. And I can hit control again and add another one, or I can even hold the shift button down, click over here, and then add all of those at one time. That's just a way to add multiple things at one time. I also showed you can left click on a tooth and just drag it over one that's designated something else and it'll change it. So I just changed that, and then I'm going to go over the 6. I'm going to hold shift again. I'm just going to change all those back to nothing because, like I said, we're only doing the one crown on tooth number 8. This is 2 models in occlusion. You would select your shade down here. If you notice, I can't click design. Like I mentioned before, you have to save this job description first. Now I can click on design, so we'll click design. There was previously saved in this on this program, so I'm not going to load a scene file. That's a saved file. I'm going to